Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Total Mirage Session Sharp FE. In the last episode, we went around to the Idolosphere locations and decided to smack down a few walls that were impeding our progress before, but with our newfound power of leadership and courage and friendship, and Deus Ex Machinas, we were able to smash them down and gain what treasures lied beyond them. And in this episode we're going to be doing some requests because I want to get them over and done with because, as I explained in the last episode, we're reaching endgame status and I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to take that risk, even if it is a small percentage of a chance. I feel like that we should get these done. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but it's the way I feel. But let me just see what Ellie has to say, just in case it's anything interesting. Yashiro Tsurugi may be a genius, but don't think he's the only star on stage here. The other headliner is going to be me, Ellie Yumizuru. Yes, Ellie, we know that already. Whatever. Yo, Iori. Yo, did you find her? I hope she remembered our romantic encounter. Oh, she remembered it alright. What? She didn't have to be so mean. Is it a pompadour? Is that it? Well, what, she thinks black hair's too boring? I guess some chicks go for the dyed look. I guess it was a lost cause from the start. I mean, we literally lived in different worlds. Probably should have learned from the last experience. I mean, love knows no boundaries, I guess, but interdimensional ones are a little bit of a grey area. Request complete. Obtain speed incense ×2. Well, here's hoping that the next time, if there is a next time, will be a much happier one. So, moving on to the next request, which is actually just across this place right here. It's the fortune teller girl, whose whose voice I keep on changing because I can never remember what it is. I think it was like Valley Girl voice, and then it's changed to a higher pitched one, and then a lower pitched one. It's all over the place. What do you have to say? Oh my, a rare Itsuki sighting. Do you come to Shibuya a lot? I've just been telling people's fortunes as they pass on by. I mean, I got a huge list of things to do and all, but I can't stop using my gift. It's just begging to be used, you know? Well, you've got it right the other 4 times, so let's try lucky number 5. Hehe, thanks. I knew I could count on you to have nothing else more important going on. That's not technically true, but sure, whatever you want to believe. Let's roll up our sleeves and get to it. Stand back, everyone! Ha ha, huh? There it is. Be patient, your situation will undergo many changes, but if you persevere, your efforts shall eventually pay off. Or I guess if you want the quick fix, as it were, my money's on, go check behind the Misty stage. And that's all there is to it. I look forward to your full report. Misty Stage. There are a few locations that spring to mind, but I'll cut out the search process for you guys, so be back in a second. Okay, so I took a look in the spot where I thought the lucky spot was going to be, and it wasn't there. I thought it was going to be in one of the locations in Diver Studio where you fought one of the bosses. I just remember it being Misty. I was super wrong. It wasn't Misty at all, but whatever. So I had a little look around, didn't take too much time, and I couldn't find anything. And I'm pretty sure it would be a later game area, considering all of the lucky spots before were in earlier game areas, so I couldn't find anything, so I'm going to leave that for now. Let's just move on to the next request. Hello there. Thank you so much for helping me out last time. The Urban Legends tea is a hit. I'm pretty sure my voice has changed, but I'm thinking we can really turn Siren into a place where people can come and relax. What we need is a soda that restores youth. What do you say, wanna help? Well, the other thing turned out pretty good tasting, if I remember correctly, so sure. Alright, thank you. So I'm thinking, We use a super controversial ingredient, Soma Droplet. Are you sure that's healthy for normal bystanders? But I'll need 3 of them. Mind you, just let me know when you get them all. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I already have that many. I need 3 Soma Droplets, please tell me when you get them. Well, I have 8, so I can spare 3. Thank you so much. I'll take these into the kitchen right now and test out my idea. Oh, and if you like, you can have a fresh cup. I'll be waiting for you. Request complete. Obtained a mail mark as thanks. New menu item at Cafe Siren Moon Raider. Sweet, that sounds pretty good. Next up on our request spree, it's been a while since we had an Urahara quest, but let's see who we got this time. Wait, isn't this... why did this have to happen now, when we're so busy with Enter Kingdom? Hitsuki, I'm leaving everyone in your care. I heard a rumor that's been troubling me, can you check it out? Sure. Who's it this time? Thank you, Hitsuki. Have you heard of the musical Falling Tussler? It's a comedy that tells the story of the fall of the once great Tussler Empire, all at the hands of one bundling man. Falling Tussler's entire run of shows was cancelled the night before it was supposed to open. Sounds suspicious, doesn't it? I looked into it further, and it seems that something's wrong with Tatsuya Kuzu, the star actor who plays the lead role. An almost unrecognizable Kuzu was recently spotted at Daito TV station. Hitsuki, could you go to Daito TV station and check out Kuzu? Thanks, I'm counting on you. Looks like we got another performer crisis. Which means we gotta try and find the most uninspired, unenergetic person that we can see. Let's see. You! Breaking out in a cold sweat. Yeah, I'm running away because I'm scared. Scared of that spotlight. When it shines on me, I completely forget all my lines. Damn that spotlight. It ruined me. Ruined me! Why? For him to be in this condition, he must have his performance stolen. I agree. We should report this to Urahara. God damn it. If you're scared of the spotlight, why did you become an actor? That being said, as melodramatic as I like to be sometimes with these recordings, I have to say, I used to hate drama when I was in school. Everyone staring at you. Ugh, wasn't nice. Just as I thought, Kuzu's performer was stolen. I asked TT to look into this matter as well. She sensed a strong yelling performer? Is that like a performer that emits a lot of shouting? That's a weird thought now I think about it. At 106's Idolosphere, the Mirage we're looking for is most likely to be there. Please recover his performer as soon as possible. Thanks, I'm counting on you, Itsuki. 106? Not going to lie, that wasn't the location I was expecting, but sure, whatever. You know the drill? I'll meet you guys when I'm in front of the Mirage in question. Here we are, at the Mirage in question. I'm pretty sure that this location was behind the wall which we had to break, but maybe not. I can't remember in all honesty, but whatever. It's right in front of us, let's go! I sense a powerful performer emanating from that Mirage. Let's get Kuzu's performer back. Alright, I've saved before this fight, so I got no regrets. Let's see what we're dealing with here. This performer is amazing! Let's see. 53, 53, 53. Okay, thank God. Looks like me doing that grinding was actually a great thing to do. Yeah, that's the end of that sentence. I don't know why I was expecting. I don't know why I was expecting to add more to that, but whatever. I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting them to be a bit tougher. This is actually This is actually kind of pathetic. Well, whatever. I'm not here to play. Means less work for me. Okay, not quite. Let's see. Do we have anything to finish them off in style? Yes, we do. Do it, Toma. Just go overkill on this fool. Nice. Well, that wasn't too much trouble. And hell, we got a stage rank out of it. Itsuki defeated the Mirage and freed the stolen performer. Everything should be okay now. I should go check on Tatsuya Kuzu. That we will, Itsuki. That we will. So, buddy, you feeling better about the spotlight? Ugh, it was the warmth of the spotlight that first made me want to become an actor. I'll put my heart and soul into being the best bumbling idiot this world's ever seen. That's right, world. I'm back! Back! I'll give a performance such that I'll be praised around the world as the greatest actor who ever stepped on the foot of the stage. Looks like everything will be okay now. I should report this back to Urahara. Oh, she is going to be so pleased with me. I can just tell already. Alright, Urahara. I've done the good job, right? Please give me one of those flat jokes that I've so come to expect from you. Why did this have to happen now? Yeah, I know that part. Lack of confidence is a scary thing, Itsuki. No matter how good or experienced you are, the slightest doubt can derail you. And to regain your confidence, you need help from your friends. I know this from experience. If you ever begin to doubt your abilities, just let us know. We'll take you to a karaoke to boost your confidence. Actually, I don't really need a reason to go to karaoke. I'm willing to go anytime. Like right now. Thank you for all your hard work. I'll let you know if I hear any more suspicious rumors. Well, Claptrack has thanks. Not bad at all. Let me take a look at the map very quickly, just to make sure any new requests have not appeared. It doesn't look like it. Alright, we got all of the requests done this episode. But obviously, that's a bit too early to finish up, so there's actually one thing that I want to check into, which we could have done for a little bit of time, but I never really looked into it, and plus I don't really want to start going through a dungeon and like doing story stuff yet, so I think this is a good time to check it out. So, I'll be meeting you guys in Harajuku. Here we are at the illusionary Urahara, or as I think it was called, the Colosseum. Since I'm pretty sure this is just a battle place, but I never really checked it out. Arena, that was it, not Colosseum. Please select the category of arena that you wish to challenge. Let's see, beginner, intermediate, advanced, or daily. A bonus battle that you can challenge only once per day. No AC will be rewarded. Well, how about we just start with the beginner one? Currently you have 0 AC of this level. Are you ready to begin the arena? Yeah, let's take a shot at it. I have no idea what to expect, but I'm pretty sure it will just be a set of battles. Not sure what the difficulties will mean, but hey, let's take a look. Alright, what are we dealing with here? Wow. This really is the beginner course. Probably should have used my heat. But, my heat rises up. Yep, no, heat rises up? Heat... What was my attack with the swords that hits everyone again? What was it called again? I can't actually remember. Because Focus Blade is the single. I can't remember. What was it called? I guess I'll find out in a second, but that's kind of embarrassing. I actually just straight up can't remember. Well, whatever, that move. Because I was thinking of Heat Riser, but Heat Riser is the Persona move which increases your, like, critical attack and hit and evade. It's definitely not that move. 1, 2, 3, strike a pose. God, I love that. I love that they added unique animations for more powerful moves. I think that's just freaking awesome. What are these guys weak to? I don't actually know. Lightning and fire. Oh, we can't change. I guess what we go in with the arena is what we get. Well, that's fine with me, since they're not that tough. I'll just cut them down to size. Alright, Suki, what was that move called? It was Heat something. It was Heat Wave. Duh. Man, that's embarrassing. Just straight up completely forgot what the move was called. At least I was half right. I can give myself that. I was half right. I also find it cool that the stage that you fight on the arena is actually different. That's actually kind of neat. I also like the balloons, even though I think that is obstructing the crowd's view, so I question their plausibility of putting them there, but whatever. Okay, we're getting some slightly tougher guys now. I mean, they're still in the 20s, but they're definitely getting tougher, so I need to keep that in mind. Yes, I'm pretty sure we're going to ace this beginner course, so I'll probably try and fit in the normal and, if possible, the intermediate course. I'm not sure what the levels are going to be like, but it could be worth a shot. There we go, no problem. Got one guy left, and we can take him out with an assault dive. Assuming it doesn't miss, thank God. One thing that this game has over other Shin Megami Tensei games, and this is not me saying it's bad in Shin Megami Tensei games because it makes sense, sort of, but you don't miss nearly as often, and that's fine. I am completely fine with that. I am completely 100% okay with that. That is not a complaint of any kind. It is just an observation, and hopefully this will take... Wow, that just straight up took everyone out in one hit. Man, the beginner course is easy at my level. I probably should have been doing these challenges as I was going through the game, but whatever. I usually save like Colosseum things till last in video games because, you know, it's just a onslaught of enemies, and I like getting it all done at once. But thankfully we do get experience and stuff for it, so I guess I really can't complain that much. So, what do we get for the beginner course? The spectators are still very hyped up. Will you accept their request for an encore? Not sure if that changes anything, so I'm going to give it a go, and if it doesn't change anything, then I'll just come back to the reception desk. Understood? Please step up to the stage. The arena will be shown again. Please, best of luck to you. Okay, so slight confession time. I went through the second encore, and when I got to the end of the second encore, they actually asked for a third and final encore, and I thought, yeah, this will be fine. But the footage, like memory on my computer was starting to get kind of big, so I thought I'll just turn off the recording and then remember to record the ending. Cut to the ending of the arena match, and I forgot to press record at the ending, so I don't have what happens at the end on camera. I'll be sure to show it at the end of the intermediate level, but what I can show you is that I got a new accessory from doing it, which is the Tears of Friendship, I believe it was. Yes, here we go, Tears of Friendship. Raises HP, equipable to all. Now, unfortunately, this doesn't really do much for anyone for us now, because I have a much better equipment that is on memory. But that's fine. Also, you may notice that my weapons are slightly changed, mainly the Mercurius +1, and that's because the reason why I forgot is because halfway through the arena I was like, Itsuki's weapon is maxed out, I should go to the Bloom Palace and, you know, update it so he can gain more weapon experience. And then by me going through that thought process, I just completely forgot. But it's fine, because I got plenty of space on my computer now, which means I don't have to worry about cutting stuff out. So, the beginner was pretty simple. The intermediate, I'm assuming, will be a bit tougher, and so will be the advanced. So, I'm curious what the daily is going to be. I'm not sure if there's going to be any sort of twist, or if there is going to be something to look out for, but screw it. If it's daily, that means there must be something worth pointing out. Okay, level 38. This is a little bit more along the higher ups in terms of levels, but still not my level. No pun intended. I'm sure if I take out a few of these guys, then they'll start climbing up. I also took the liberty of healing everyone because I was using a lot of EP in the beginner brackets. Oh, what? Seriously? Seriously? That was it? Well, I guess I'm not complaining, but really? Well, okay, that was the daily one. Thus ends today's daily challenge. Please come again to try again tomorrow. Have a nice day. And I don't get any AC, but I got a revival bead, so I guess I really can't complain that much. Let's see, 3,000 yen to enter, and 15,000 yen. Let's go to the intermediate. And I currently have, oh yeah, I forgot. I got 18 AC. I can't actually remember what AC does, but is there like a place where you exchange it? Oh, there was a healing spot right here. Well, I guess I didn't need to spend money on that, but whatever. Let's just go to the intermediate. I don't think I'm high enough level to do the advanced. I'll obviously make a decision as soon as I go in. But let's see what we got. Level 30s. That's pretty much what I expected. Well, that's fine with me. Man, this game has been quite a journey. Sorry, I'm just like thinking through it right now, and it's just like, the thing with RPGs is that I really love them. I really do. I love the different types you get. I love all the different stories, both, you know, Western and Eastern. But I find it tough to get to the end because they're so long, and not that, because I mentioned it a few times before how I like short games, and I don't think a game being short is necessarily a bad thing, and I've joked in the past that getting to the, I like games short because I can actually beat them, and you know, that is somewhat the truth, because I play so many games because I enjoy the different creations that people come up with, that I just want to get through them all, and obviously, realistically, I can't, because there's only, you know, so much time where I'm free. As much as I would like to sit down on my ass and play games all day, I can't. And you know, simply put, it's not the healthiest thing in the world. Not that I don't binge every so often, but still. So, doing LPs of RPGs, I actually really enjoy because it gives me a huge excuse to finish them. And I think that's great. I love it. I love that I'm actually getting through this game. As weird as it sounds, I'm super glad that I'm getting through it this year, because there have been times where I put off finishing RPGs for like a few years. One that comes to mind was Final Fantasy 13, because not to, yeah, I don't really want to spoil that game just in case anyone, you know, cares, but you get to you get to a certain fight in that game, which is a certain person who you fight the second time. I've been vague on purpose here, but I couldn't get past him, and I said to myself, I'll get past him eventually. Cut to about 2 years later, I just sort of randomly thought, you know what, I never finished 13, I probably should, and then I did. I finished it 2 days after I said I would finish it. Luckily, I have a super good memory when it comes to... Oh, that's a new enemy, Chaos Sniper. Oh god, he looks really cool. I'm sorry, getting distracted. Luckily, I have a super good memory when it comes to remembering plot points from fiction. So even if it's been 2 years, I remembered what happened to that point, which I think is kind of impressive, considering some people find it extremely hard to follow Final Fantasy XIII's plot, which I don't blame anyone for, because it's very convoluted. Although, one secret I found out, which someone told me, is that you understand the plot a lot more when you go into the menu and actually read the, like, encyclopedia entries. That actually helps out so much. But yeah, I finished that game, and now I'm in the same situation with Final Fantasy XIII-2, where I want to finish that game, but I just, it's been so long, and I keep on debating if I should. The other great big debate I have with myself is, should I start from the beginning? And with 13, I was like, no, because I was like 45 hours in, something like that, and I just didn't want to. I couldn't be bothered starting all the way from the beginning. So, eventually I'll get to it. Who knows? Maybe I'll use it as an excuse to LP, but I highly doubt it. Man, that Focus Blade is getting high ups in the pluses. Let's see, we got Mutudi. What does Mutudi do? Cure Seal. Don't need that. That seems good to me. Sukaja boot up, we've already got that, which means it can't get increased. Thunder Strike +2. Yes, this seems pretty good to me. Yasha Soul. Let's get rid of skill. I don't think we need it. At least not on Yashiro. Let's see, what do we get this time? Oh god, they want an encore. Okay, this time I won't forget. I'm going to cut to the end because they'll probably ask for 2 encores, so I will be back in a second. You know what? No. Actually, no. I changed my mind. I don't want to be back in a second because I enjoy discussing these things. You know what? No. I'm going to discuss this plot point a bit further. Even though it's not a plot point. This discussion point. That's a better way of putting it. Because, I like asking things from, friends, family, people. I just like knowing people. Is that weird to say? It is probably weird to say. I don't know what I'm trying to say, in all honesty. I like understanding people. I like debating. That's like one big thing with me. I really love debating things because I love hearing other people's arguments, which I know is a weird thing to say online because a lot of people just can't accept other people's arguments, but like, what kind of RPGs do you guys like? If you even like RPGs, because, like I said, I'm very see, my problem with being very open to different games and different ideas is that I don't tend to. I mean, I can see fault with things, but I don't tend to dislike things or find reason to dislike things. Like, the only genres which I actively dislike are simulators, because I don't like games grounded in reality. Actually, no, that's not the best way of putting it. I don't know what's the best way of putting it. I like fantasy, but I still like, you know, stuff like, I don't know, SimCity, because that's still... Well, I guess it's not grounded in reality, because you can summon Godzilla to destroy cities, but you know what I mean. Like, it's still got fundamental roots in reality. I don't know. I guess the way I put it is that I don't play games where I can literally just go outside and do it. So, you know, FIFA, that's out of the question. I hate football. I actively hate it, so, you know, that's out of the question. I like stuff over the top. That's the other thing with me. I love just going over the top. Oh god, this is actually looking somewhat threatening now. But they're still lower level. We'll be fine. I guess the other thing is... I love... sorry, not love. I hate... what else do I hate? Or dislike. Maybe not hate. Hate's a strong word. What else do I dislike? Simulators, and there was another genre. I guess mobile? Casual? Even though I don't... I mean, there's some good... The problem with mobile games is that... the good stuff is too much outweighed by the filth. It's like looking for diamonds. I constantly refer to games, mobile games, as the kitchen sink of games design. Every so often, you'll find something delicious and edible, but most of it is gunk. Which is a shame, because, you know, there's so much possible, but it just... It's depressing, man. There's some games that work, and some games that don't. RPGs work. RPGs work on mobile because you don't need a lot of control. You just need to bring up a menu and just make sure that it works. So just don't have the iOS version of Final Fantasy VI, and you'll be fine, because that is actually the worst. God, I feel so bad for PC people. God, PC people who got Final Fantasy VI on Steam, I am so sorry. That is rough. Oh, man. But, Toma finally got a heavy lance move, which is excellent. There we go, Piercing Void. Sweet. And also Maziodine. I can get rid of, Zyodine for that. Man, we're getting some good moves. Don't need Pierce. Yep, that's all good. Loads of weapons getting mastered. This is great. Of course we'll do one more. It'll give me a chance to show this off after I cut it out in the beginner one. Well, this one's more interesting to watch because they're more inclined to our level. But, what was my original point? Oh yeah, RPGs. What RPGs do I have in my back catalogue? I got a few. I need to finish, What do I need to finish? I need to finish Tales of Zestria. Actually, let me rephrase that. I need to start Tales of Zestria. And I know loads of people gave it a load of crap, but I want to play it anyway. Because I like Tales games. And... the other thing is that a lot of games where people say they're bad, I don't think it's necessarily that they're bad, they're just not as good as other ones in the series. Like, let's put it like this. If you put Tales of Zestria next to Ride to Hell Retribution, could you honestly call it a bad game? I don't think so. Like, Ride to Hell Retribution is a bad game. Like, no question. But, like, Final Fantasy 13 next to Desert Bus. you know, it's just a matter of perspective. It's kind of like my thing where if there's a game that's part of a franchise, I'm pretty good of suspending my belief that it's in the franchise, and the one game that immediately comes to mind is DMC Devil May Cry. If I forget that game is from Devil May Cry or part of that series, I can enjoy it, because that is the best action game that Ninja Theory has ever made, in my personal opinion. It's got loads of interesting environments. I think the combat system is solid. Not amazing, but solid. And I bought the PS4 version after I bought the PS3 version, so because I wanted to play it at 60. And yeah, it was good fun. And we're just getting a bunch of session attacks. This is great. I'm also hoping that I can get 2 session attacks in 2 sessions, because that is, or like, you know, dual attacks in 2 sessions, because that can happen sometimes. And it hasn't happened yet. But yeah, that's just like suspension of disbelief stuff. But what other RPGs? I need to finish... I can't believe I'm saying this. I need to finish 2.5 Kingdom Hearts, because I need to finish Birth by Sleep. I finished Kingdom Hearts 2.5, and that second fight with Sabin can go screw himself. That fight is the worst. That fight is almost as bad as me getting to the end of Chain of Memories, because I think Chain of Memories is fundamentally a flawed game with its card combat system. It is Chain of Memories, right? Or was it Recoded? No, Recoded is the DS one. Chain of Memories is the Game Boy Advance one, which was remade for PS3. Yeah, okay, I got that correct. God, that game was depressing. I thought it, like, story-wise, you know, it bridged everything, and I thought it was fine, but... Oh, God, I hate... The ending of that game was just, like, card combat-wise, was just depressing. But whatever, I'm not going to bitch about it. I beat it. I'm glad that I beat it, but God, I wouldn't do it again. But that was made up for with 2.5, because I got the Marluxia fight that I always wanted. And I got to fight Sephiroth again, and that fight is amazing, and I got to fight, you know, Xehanort, which was a great fight, and Roxas, which is also a great fight. Kingdom Hearts 2 has so many good fights. Even though I make fun of Kingdom Hearts a lot, and I mean a lot, I can't hate it. Like, I can't hate that series. It's got too much damn charm. But yeah, I need to finish Birth by Sleep and watch the cutscene in 2.5. The I think it was recoded that was put in with it, just the cutscenes, before 2.8 comes out, which got delayed, so hopefully that is doable. Tales of Zestria, Birth by Sleep HD. I'm playing through Yakuza Ishin with a English translation guide, which I want to get done before a certain other game in that series comes out. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. God, I'm so subtle. It was so not subtle at all. But I'm not saying anything. God, I love in between episodes like this. I love episodes where I don't have to worry so much about story or paying attention, because I can just ramble on. It's great. This is my excuse for rambling on. And I'm pretty sure that was the third Encore fight, and Jesus Christ, we got so much weapon experience, which is super great. I don't want that null confused, so that can go away. Got +1 to quick step. Congratulations, that was a splendid victory. A reward this time was interned arena coin times 18. Sweet. Obtained the cursed charm. And apparently I gained a rank. Sweet! Let's see what that accessory does. Oh my god, we've mastered so many weapons. Let's see. Raises EP, lowers HP. Interesting. I may actually consider that, but you know what? I think with my rambling, it's the end of the episode. So, on the next episode of Tokyo Mirage Session Sharp FE, we'll be going into the TV studio and hopefully find out what that mystery Yashiro is all about. See you guys then.